What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode, and today we are running my first ever sprint enduro at the Old Gray in Tennessee. Now, before this video fully starts, I just wanted to say that the merch is live, so go get some of the highest quality merch for some of the cheapest prices you will see out there. It is actually some of my favorite stuff. I drew everything, I designed everything, and I made it all myself, so I'm super proud of it. Go check it out. Link is down in the description. Shop A45. But let's go ahead and get into this crazy video. And we are off. Camera cut off just a little bit of the start, but as we come into the first turn, oh, you can see I almost wash out, and you can see just how slick this track is going to be today. Moving pretty good off the first couple of turns, and keep in mind I have not seen this track at all before. You can see some dust starting to build up in the distance as I catch up to some riders in front of me, and I am basically going into these corners completely blind, and there are no ruts to sit in. This is just freshly cut farmland, and it is choppy and it hooks up to nothing. I'm getting to be within the same turn as the guy in front of me, and if you haven't seen a sprint enduro, you are staggered by 15 seconds, so catching up to the guy in front of you means you are hauling. This section right here was super sketchy to come in through, not being able to see much, and that gravel just had my rear end sliding all over the place. I'm starting to get close to the rider in front of me, and I'm trying to push as hard as I can, but it's kind of working against me because with him in front, I can't see anything. His dust is just blocking every bit of line of sight I have. I now have two riders in my sights, and I'm trying everything I can to catch up, letting the 450 scream, but all of that is about to change really quick. Coming around right here, I'm going for the pass. I am absolutely cooking down the straight, and bam, straight to my face. So after I pulled a Chase Sexton, you can hear me struggling to breathe, trying to put my visor on. I just decided to toss it, and I'm like, I can stand, I can ride, I've got to get back in this race. As you can see, my pace has slowed down a lot, especially in those turns. I'm standing a lot less, my arms are chicken winging, and I'm not feeling too hot at this moment, but I'm really trying to keep my lead. And then out of nowhere, number 53 here shows up, and he's going for the pass. We are sliding around this turn, and I switch straight back into race mode. I am not getting past. I don't care how hard I crashed, I am not getting past right now. As you can see, I picked the pace way back up because I'm not letting him pass me. I'm trying to keep the inside line, trying to keep him out of it. I understand these are timed races, but my motocross mentality is if I get past, I'm going slow and I'm not winning. So with him behind me, I'm trying as hard as I can to keep my pace up. We're coming to the end here, and he was right behind me. Looking at some iPhone footage, he was right there, entering the same turn I was every single time. It's really hard to make a pass here. Really, as long as he was behind me, he was making a good time anyways. And with that, my first cross-section lap is complete, and it immediately hit me. I am drained, I'm out of breath, I'm feeling a little foggy, but I'm going to go back to the RV and I'm going to try to figure things out. So this time, I just forgot to click record on my camera, but we are just right after the first turn, entering the woods loop, and I'm feeling a little weird after sitting down for a little bit. I'm really trying to keep a good pace, but the more I push, the more I'm starting to notice I'm feeling a little bit off. Coming up on all these turns, it's clear, especially watching this back, I am just not processing the turns as quick as I was in my first lap on the cross section. But I went ahead and just let that rider by me. There's no need for me to hold him up just because I'm riding slow. And coming around this corner, we are down again, about to get ran over by another rider. And I don't even know what's happening at this point. I don't understand how I washed out like that. I'm not thinking straight. And we mosey on down a little bit and hit a tree. I think it's clear at this point I have a concussion. They're like, I can't ride. I'm just completing my lap now. picked it up just a little bit through that last section, riding okay given the circumstances. So at this point, as you can hear, I'm starting to get a headache. I'm completely out of the race mode. My head's hurting. I'm starting to feel dizzy. I understand this is not good, but I will not be someone to pull off when I know I can finish this lap. This is not a hard trail. It's a sprint enduro. I'm not racing anyone other than myself. So skipping around quite a bit, not much happened, but I did end up catching up to another rider. I'm guessing he washed out right there. But it kind of helped me, kind of put me a little bit back into a race mindset. Tried to pick it up just a little bit, as you'll see here in a second. This right here was a super cool section. I know they do run that in the old gray. Never got to fully run that GNCC, but I do know they crossed through that little barn. Letting another guy pass who is absolutely hauling down here. And yeah, that was the end of my first wood section. I saw that finish line and I was done. You can see I'm over it. Everything just hurts. I remember barely even be able to hold on to the bars while I'm going through this section. But after this, I just decided to call it. I sat down for a minute. My head got worse. Realized my face was bleeding. My shoulder was bleeding. My leg was bleeding. And I realized it was probably the safest bet for me to quit so that I'd be able to come back and do my motocross series. Which I'm glad I didn't go back out, because from what I heard from other riders, it got so dusty that it just blew into the wood section and you couldn't see anything no matter where you're at. You can see it a little bit now, but it got way worse. They did not prep anything on the cross section. It was absolutely horrible. And will I do another sprint enduro? Probably not. It was kind of fun. Looking back, I enjoyed it. They didn't prep it at all. It was fun kind of just racing myself more than anything and seeing where I would place. But unless you guys really want me to, I don't think I'm racing this again. It was fun, just not my thing. I'm going to stick with motocross. Trees don't jump out at me on the track, so We're going to wrap this video up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. The merch is live. Get some of the highest quality shirts, and stickers will be out soon for some of the cheapest prices you will see for this high quality of merch. So go check that out. Link in description. Shop A45. Absolutely fantastic merch. So happy with how it turned out. But to wrap this up, I did end up breaking my SM10. Ended up with a minor concussion, a black eye, and a bunch of bruising and bleeding all over my face, arm, and my leg. So yeah, not a good weekend. Probably the worst race I've had injury-wise. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.